There's this TikTok couple that started out their content by making simple funny skits for their everyday content. It seems they ran out of ideas as their content has taken a pretty much dark, disgusting turn. The once funny and enjoyable content has turned into toxic and overstepping content only to get more views from the public. Toxic, I mean the art of normalizing dysfunctional, abusive relationship just in the name of making more content for their channel. This couple used to make actual funny content, but now mainly makes content where the husband is always looking down on his wife, calling her all types of disrespectful names, and embarrassing her in the public as part of their way to get clout. At times, you watch their videos and your brain gets numb.
So you were telling me you were willing to go meet a girl with me?
Duh.
Oh my gosh. No freaking way.
You
No
okay?
way. No, seriously. Oh, I'm so excited.
For what? Tell me.
I'm out the door.
No, tell me what?
Okay, well, okay. First of all, look at the picture of her. Tell me that girl is not bad. Like she's a baddie.
You're not saying this
okay.
right now.
Okay, but in your mind, you know it. I know you know she's hot.
What makes you think you can say that?
Okay, well, here's what makes me think, like, oh my gosh, I'm shaking, I'm nervous. Look at the message.
She wants you to meet her?
She wants me to meet
And you're
her.
excited?
I've talked to her a few times, and now she wants me to go meet her right now.
You think that's okay?
I mean, I don't know. She's
Okay,
really
fine.
hot.
No, fine, okay, let's go.
Wondering if the video is a prank, a skit, or an actual sign of a toxic relationship, or if you're witnessing an abusive husband. That's just how bad this couple's content has gotten. When you look at the pranks these two have posted, you can't help but notice the disturbing trend in their videos. What once started as harmless fun has quickly transformed into content that borders on uncomfortable and borderline abusive. One of the most shocking moments in their videos is when Eric pours Lincoln's food into the trash and then belittles her cooking skills right afterward.
Babe, how long's that got left?
Just a couple minutes. That takes a little bit.
It does. Can I see it for a minute? I just want to look at it for just 1 second.
You're not. You did not.
I just want to save us both the trouble.
Of what?
You know it's going to be nasty and burnt. It is every time. Anything you do, you're the only person I know that can burn cereal.
Okay, so why don't you make your own food? I'll order out for me, and you can take care of yourself.
No, make me a real meal now.
No, you can eat
Something
out the garbage
good.
can. You can eat out
Don't.
the
I
garbage
smelled
can.
it. It was burning already. I could tell.
I don't care. I don't care.
I could tell it was
you don't
burning.
appreciate anything. You don't do anything. Make your own food.
If I made it,
Take care
at
of
least it
yourself.
wouldn't be
No,
burnt.
I'm done. No, go make your own shit.
At
I'm
least
done.
it wouldn't be burnt. No. Make some
Really?
food. Come on.
Why don't you get your ass in the kitchen and you do something for once?
He films himself doing this, and instead of showing any remorse for wasting the food, he continues to mock her, calling her cooking skills into question. The fact that this has become content for their channel speaks volumes about how far they have gone for views. It's troubling because the dynamic between them seems to blur the lines between what is real and what is just content for the sake of creating something viral. Lincoln's reaction to Eric's actions seems genuine. She is upset, and rightly so. It's not a prank that's funny or entertaining. It's an act of disrespect, turning something as simple as cooking into an opportunity to degrade her for an audience. What's even worse is that this isn't an isolated incident. It seems like the entire purpose of these videos is to make content out of real-life conflict, creating a toxic atmosphere that viewers are forced to watch. At the heart of it, this kind of content feels uncomfortable because it normalizes poor behavior in a relationship, all in the name of clout. Instead of building each other up, they're tearing each other down for entertainment purposes. As they continue to share these types of pranks, it's easy to see how they've shifted from genuine fun to using their relationship as a vehicle for degrading content.
Okay, so you gotta pick one word to say, and if you can make me mad, you can do whatever you want to me.
You're dumb blonde.
That's not one word. It's not just to insult me. One word. Like you pick one
You're
word.
dumb blonde. That's 3 words.
No, one word. You
But
only
one
say-
word is each one. You can pick one of them out there.
No, just say one word. And if you can make me mad with it, you can do whatever you want to me.
Huh?
Verbally, you will say one single word. If you can make me angry with it, then you can do whatever you want to me.
Huh?
What do you not understand? Say one word. If you can make me mad with it, then you can do whatever you want.
Huh?
You're about to never get to do anything ever again. Pick one word that you can say, and if it makes me mad, you can do whatever you want to me. It's not that hard to understand.
This is the issue with the way they've chosen to approach their pranks. They're relying on humiliation, not humor, to drive engagement. If their goal was truly to entertain, they would have found a way to create content that made people laugh without resorting to degrading each other. But instead, they've built an entire brand of tearing each other down and expecting their audience to laugh along with it. Looking at this entire situation, the word disastrous feels appropriate. If Eric and Lincoln were on this prank together, it only further proves how deeply they are willing to go for content, even at the expense of their own dignity and respect for each other. It's one thing to make light-hearted content, but it's entirely another to turn toxic behavior into a form of entertainment. What's most alarming is that the content they're making here isn't just a harmless joke. It's a reflection of harmful behaviors that are happening in real life. And instead of bringing attention to these issues, they're trivializing on them for the sake of views. By framing this type of disrespect as comedy, they're inadvertently normalizing toxic relationship dynamics and encouraging their viewers to laugh at things that should not be laughed at. The consequences of this are far-reaching because their audience could start to see this as normal behavior in relationships, leading them to possibly accept mistreatment in their own lives. At the end of the day, this prank doesn't have a happy ending. It's not just a harmless joke gone wrong, it's a clear sign of how far some creators will go to secure engagement, even if it means resorting to emotionally harmful content.
Alright, babe, I'm gone.
Where are you going?
I told you I was having dinner with Gertrude.
No.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Well, she's a girl I work with. She wanted to have dinner with me, so I figured get to know her better.
And I'm not invited?
Well, I mean, it's a work thing.
Okay, are you getting paid for it?
No.
Then it's not a work thing.
If she wants to, I mean, there's nothing wrong with her wanting to get to know me a little bit better.
Just you and her.
Yeah, I mean, it's just for
You
work.
don't even take me there.
It's just for work.
Who's paying?
Well, I'm gonna pay. That's the gentlemanly thing
That's
to
a
do.
date.
It's not a date.
It's literally a date.
It's not a date. She
That's
wants
not
to.
appropriate.
We are going to be better in the future working together.
We're not.
I'm telling you, it's nothing. It's just a sit down, candlelit dinner, and then
Are you
we're
psycho?
gonna go see a movie after. It's only for work. I mean, it's gonna help our relationship in the future.
And this whole situation should serve as a reminder that not everything that's presented as a prank is actually light-hearted, and sometimes what we see on the internet is a reflection of something far more sinister lurking beneath the surface. The video where Eric insults Lincoln's budgeting skills is especially jarring because it crosses the line between harmless teasing and outright disrespect. Lincoln simply asks for a rough estimate for redoing their bedroom, asking for some guidance to avoid overspending. Instead of responding with any sort of constructive feedback or support, Eric lashes out, calling her all sorts of names and belittling her in front of the camera.
Wait.
Why are you coming back?
We need to talk about a budget.
What budget? Spend what you need.
No, for redoing the bathroom, we need to have like some kind of guideline. We can't just go crazy with it.
Okay, you dumb, smelly, curly-headed hoe. Spend whatever it costs to get the stuff you need.
Don't act like a hoe. I need your help with this, please.
Okay, well, you got my help. $100,000 budget.
Because we have $100,000 to drop on a bathroom.
You
Why are you
asked.
like such a skank? I mean, really.
You asked for a budget, and I gave you a budget. Now take your dumb, curly-headed anus in there and go buy the stuff you need.
You didn't even give me a real budget. You didn't even help me with the plan.
I gave you a budget of $100,000. I mean, my
a
goodness, that should
realistic
be.
budget.
So you think it'd be
Why
more
would
than
you- You're
100,000?
such a stupid redneck. Why?
Okay, so you think it'd be more than 100,000? Is that what you're saying?
No.
So my budget is correct.
It's
we
not
don't
realistic.
go over 100,000. I'm glad you admitted to that.
What's troubling here is that Lincoln doesn't seem offended by the name calling, continuing to ask for help as if this was a normal exchange. This dynamic is deeply concerning as it paints a picture of how often toxic behavior can be normalized, especially when it's dressed up as a joke for the audience. The fact that Eric chooses to respond with such cruelty rather than offering any help or showing basic respect suggests a troubling pattern. This behavior isn't something that should be celebrated as humor, it's borderline emotional abuse. The entire premise of the video becomes unsettling, especially when it's evident that the couple is just trying to get attention for their content, without regard for the real harm their interactions may cause. By constantly pushing the boundaries for content, they have lost sight of the respect they owe each other. The goal of keeping their channel relevant has taken precedence over their well-being and relationship, leading to the toxic portrayal of their dynamic. Their decision to make content out of these moments not only damages their own relationship, but also sends a harmful message to their audience. If viewers start to see this kind of behavior as normal or even funny, it's dangerous because it trivializes real emotional abuse. It's clear they're willing to sacrifice respect for views, but at what cost? Real relationship doesn't thrive on mockery and disrespect, especially not in the way they are portraying it. Another deeply unsettling aspect of their content is the way Eric jokes about other women, which is far from funny. This isn't just a playful banter, it's another example of him putting down Lincoln for the sake of content. In this particular instance, the joke revolved around another woman, Eric's behavior highlighting a sense of insecurity and misogyny rather than humor.
So you were telling me you were willing to go meet a girl with me?
Duh.
Oh my gosh. No freaking way.
You
No
okay?
way. No, seriously. Oh, I'm so excited.
For what? Tell me.
I'm out the door.
No, tell me what?
Okay, well, okay. First of all, look at the picture of her. Tell me that girl is not bad. Like, she's a baddie.
You're
Okay,
not saying this
okay.
right now.
Okay, but in your mind, you know it. I know you know she's hot.
What makes you think you can say that?
Okay, well, here's what makes me think, like, oh my gosh, I'm shaking, I'm nervous. Look at the message.
She wants you to meet her?
She wants me to
And
meet
you're
her.
excited.
I've talked to her a few times, and now she wants me to go meet her right now.
You think that's okay?
I mean, I don't know. She's
Okay,
really
fine.
hot.
No, fine, okay, let's go.
I don't know why.
Let's go. You're gonna meet her. I wanna meet her.
No, we ain't trying to start trouble. Just no.
I wanna meet
Let
her.
me-
I'm not
let
starting
me
any
go.
trouble.
Huh?
I wanna meet her. I'm not starting any trouble.
What do you mean not starting any trouble?
You're meeting. I wanna
What's
meet
your-
her. I want to meet her too.
Like, you want to meet her too?
I wanna meet her.
Okay, so I didn't expect.
It's disturbing to see someone use their partner as the butt of these so-called jokes, especially when many women watching may find themselves in similar toxic relationships. These kind of jokes, even though presented as harmless, can perpetuate a normalization of emotional manipulation, and viewers can begin to believe that treating women this way is acceptable. What's more troubling is the fact that Lincoln seems comfortable with this content creation, even though she's constantly the target. It suggests that either she is numbing herself to disrespect or she's caught in a cycle of tolerating this behavior for the sake of views and clout. If this behavior was truly harmless, she wouldn't continue to stand by and allow it to be posted. At some point, it's necessary to question the mental and emotional toll that this type of content could have on both of them, particularly Lincoln. Her comfort with being humiliated in public raises the question of whether she sees this as an acceptable aspect of their relationship or if she's just resigned to it for the sake of keeping the channel alive. The fact that Eric chooses to deem her from the sake of content speaks volumes about how little regard he has for her feelings. A loving partner would never exploit their spouse's vulnerabilities for a laugh, even in a desperate attempt for views. This joke isn't funny at all. It's a reflection of a deep-seated disregard for Lincoln's dignity, and it's concerning that this is what they've decided to build their content around. One of the most damaging aspects of their content is how it normalizes misogyny, all for the sake of getting views. Even if Eric doesn't speak to Lincoln this way in private, the fact that he's willing to do it on camera for content is alarming. It raises questions about their boundaries and what they are willing to sacrifice in the name of relevance and viral engagement. For any relationship, especially one that is publicly broadcast, this kind of behavior is a huge red flag. A man who truly cares about his partner would never humiliate her like this, regardless of whether it's for content or not.
Okay, so what do you need me to do?
Okay, so I need you to take that in there. Do not let them switch the tanks out on you.
You want to keep this one?
You keep that tank, refill it, not with propane, with natural gas.
Natural?
Yes, tell them that they got a valve in there. Tell them to put natural gas in it. You do not want propane. You don't want to exchange. Okay?
Okay, so you want me to get only natural gas, not propane, refilled in this tank?
Yes.
Okay. All right, I'll be back.
Okay. Oh my goodness, they're gonna look at her like she's crazy, I bet.
They would not help me.
What
They
do you
were
mean?
saying they only had propane and I couldn't keep this one. Like, they would not refill it.
Did you tell them to put gas in it?
Yeah, I did. I don't know. They act like they just don't want to help me. Like, I was just stupid. Like, I didn't know what I
No,
was talking
they've
about
got
or
a natural
something.
gas valve in there.
That's what I said. I told them exactly what you told me, and they wouldn't do it. They act like they didn't know what I was talking about.
What did you tell them?
I told them I wanted natural gas. I wanted it refilled in this. Like, I wanted the same everything.
Oh, yeah, they don't do that.
What do you mean?
They
just went in there and told
they
me
don't.
everything you told
Yes,
me.
I know, and that's a total lie. They first thought
You
you was an idiot
You just
because
made me look so no. You go.
you went in there
No, I'm
yourself.
leaving
I
it
didn't
right
tell you
there.
nothing.
I'm not getting it.
I didn't
That's
tell
on
you
me.
nothing.
I'm not doing anything. I'm not going back in there.
Good job. Go back in there and tell them you want natural gas.
I'm not going back in there. Stop. Why are you so mean?
I'm not mean. That's funny.
That's not funny.
That's very.
But what's equally troubling is Lincoln's participation in this cycle. If she were truly bothered by the way Eric treats her on camera, she would stand up and put a stop to it. Yet, she seems to be going along with it, perhaps in an attempt to keep their content flowing for all to secure their online presence. This creates a toxic dynamic where she's complicit in the degradation of herself, all in the name of views and social media fame. It's heartbreaking because it reflects how some people are willing to sacrifice their self-respect for a few moments of internet fame. The normalization of such degrading behavior is damaging not only to their relationship but to the audience as well, when they continually present this type type of content as comedy, it sends the message that this is an acceptable way to treat others. If this behavior is normalized, it becomes harder for people to recognize toxic relationships in their own lives, and it sets a dangerous precedent for what is considered funny or acceptable in a relationship. The entire premise of their content, distinguished as harmless pranks or jokes, is built on a foundation of misogyny, and it's time for them to confront the consequences of normalizing this behavior. Also, another one of the so-called couple comedy videos in their hashtags was when Eric was telling Lincoln about his hot girl, asking her for her opinion and if she also thought she was hot, adding that he had been texting her and that he was finally going to meet her. Then Lincoln mentioning that she was going to join him to go meet this girl. Definitely, this was all a skit, but was it a joke? Not even a bad joke for one. They've decided to turn their content into toxic content in hopes of more views, but by the day, the views reduce because people have made a choice to stop supporting the channel that is mainly making fun of situations that are not the closest funny. We shouldn't excuse the accountability for the harm as a prank causes, despite the fact that it had been intended to be a prank. Drastically, they may think calling a video a couple comedy automatically makes it look like comedy. For these videos, some really go a mile in damaging people's emotions as they are just making laughable matters out of serious issues. However, these are not even the red flags of this couple. Wait for it. Apparently, this couple even has an OnlyFans account where, of course, subscribers get to watch their explicit content. You can only access this via their Instagram channel in their bio. And even on Instagram, they post a couple of pictures when Lincoln is exposing much of her skin while Eric is behind the camera. However, you can't help but wonder what this couple really does on their OnlyFans page. Not that it's unheard of for some gross couples to make such content, but the way they advertise the page with all the shots, bags, attires, and cups that read OnlyFans, and the constant sending us to check out their bio in the captions, you might think it's some kind of GoFundMe advertisement. This couple is really the desperate for money. Even on one post, a commenter asked the same, wondering what they posted exactly on that page. The comment read, "A very cool and very beautiful couple, but I don't understand what kind of content you make on OnlyFans. To buy a subscription? I would like more information." Well, I guess that is exactly why they want people to subscribe to their page, so they could see exactly the content they post there. But don't you find it weird for a couple to have such an account and having her man as her cameraman in the making of the content? How is her man okay with it? Parading his woman like this is for men with fetish desires on the internet. Is it all for money? Is he this desperate? Is this lady even fine with it? Are they really trying to make a living off social media? And they have taken serious measures, but will all this turn out good for them? Will all of it pay off? Is any amount of money worth much more than respect? Let me know down below what your thoughts are about this couple. Do you think they're even still together for love, or is it now for more like a business partnership? I would love to hear your comments about this bizarre relationship. Like and subscribe to keep you updated on more to come.